Alright my fighters, so today we are going to talk about the new part 9 of the story chapter, and basically the fact that this part was one of the absolute best parts of the whole story, and I would really like them to make more and more of this type of story because of the fact that they nailed it. They literally nailed it actually with this part. Now obviously they can't make all parts the same because there will be some boring parts in order to reach to the hype parts, but this one was absolutely magnificent, like absolutely magnificent. This clash between Shallot and Giblet was just the absolute best, and they nailed it perfectly. So I would really like them to make some clashes like that, or some transformations or things like that every other part. They can't do it every single part, but maybe every other part, so that they keep actually the story as intense as it gets actually with those cutscenes, and the fact that they even out of the cutscene, even with the story in this part, they actually made the story very interesting, especially at the end of it where Zahha stabs actually Shallot. That's where they made us all question actually the fact whether Zahha is in fact a traitor, or if he is actually helping Shallot. Now of course some of us didn't actually question it, they just came to conclusions, but they still actually made a discussion about it, and this is the first time I see actually a lot of people discussing about the story of Dragon Ball Legends. So yeah, basically you can see actually how far they went with this part of the story. So I really hope that they would continue like that and make the story even more hype, and the best thing they could do is actually by adding, as I said before, some more clashes or transformations, things like that. They can come up with many things actually that they can use to make the story intense and hype, and basically they can go with some things as well that are interesting, and not just fighting some characters here and characters there and then there is nothing about it, like fights that are actually interesting to see. Maybe fighting the Masu and then finding out who the mastermind is and things like that. I really hope that they would focus on the story much more than what they are doing right now, because it's been actually 3 years, and in the whole 3 years, around 3 years, okay? There is 1 month more in order to become 3 years. Around 3 years, and we still didn't go so far actually in the story. Like, the story is still so far away from the end. So basically, you can see that they aren't focusing a lot on the story. They are more focusing on the characters, and this is really disappointing, to be honest, because the story is a very important part of the game, and if they would have focused on it a little bit more actually, we would have been more hype actually for the story, and it would have reduced the requirement of the new events on them as well. So if they focus a little bit more on the story and give us more chapters more frequently, that would be absolutely magnificent. Now I understand it takes a lot of thinking, a lot of a job actually to create a new chapter and think about the things that will happen in it and basically everything around that, but come on, you have to have people who are experienced at doing that. So basically, it shouldn't take that long. Like, okay, it is going to take long, but I am pretty sure that you already have a very long progress actually in the story already done actually, and is waiting for you to just release it. So just go on and release it continuously, and give the people some hype, actually the players some hype for the story as well, and try to get as fast as possible new chapters as well. Like, the story should not end with the mastermind. If we reach to the mastermind, it should not actually end there. It should start again with some other villains actually that are going to take the place of the mastermind, and then we go through other stories and go through other things that will happen through other transformations. Maybe we can actually finally get Shallot SSG4. Maybe we can get to use actually Giblet. Maybe we can get to use Zahha. Who knows, we might be able actually to get those characters, and hopefully it's not going to take until the 2000 days because Toshi said actually that they are thinking about making actually Giblet, Zahha and the other characters playable, the other characters that has with the story to do playable. And they did make actually Bulma playable, but unfortunately they made her so hard to get, which is you have to log in for 1,000 days in order to be able to get her. So yeah, basically, I hope that they aren't going to release Giblet as the 2000 days celebration. Like seriously, dude. That would be absolutely insane. Especially if they make him actually a gift for you in case you log in for 2000 days. Like, I wouldn't have any problems actually. I did get Bulma the first day they released her, because I did log in for 1000 days, and I don't think that I am going to miss anything actually, any logins that we are going to get in the future. But for the new players, and even for the players who aren't old enough actually to log in for 2000 days, that is going to be a big problem. It's already a big problem with the 1000 days, and we can see that a lot of players actually couldn't get Bulma because of the fact that there aren't many players who did play the game for 1000 days. Like, come on dude, come on. But it's still okay because Bulma isn't actually a broken character. She isn't super amazing. She doesn't have anything special in her actually. She is just a gift that they are giving us. But if they actually release Giblet, Giblet should be as broken, if not even more broken than Shallot. So basically, by broken I mean that he is going to be extremely useful in PvP, not that he is actually broken like Gohan. Gohan and 18 are on another level. They aren't actually on the level of other characters, but he is actually a very useful character, and if you use him on God Key team, he is useful. You can use him in PvP. However, Giblet should be actually on the same level as Shallot, and if he actually gets released the same way as Bulma, then it's going to be a real big problem, because a lot of players will not actually, most of the players actually won't be able to acquire him, and it will take them a very long time in order to be able to acquire him, and that is going to make a big problem in PvP, because of the fact that there are actually some people who can acquire him and are going to use him, while on the other hand most of the people didn't actually acquire him and won't be able to use him, and if he is broken, that is going to make people really sad and really angry. So basically, I hope that they aren't going to do that, and I would really hope that they release Giblet on the anniversary. It would be really amazing move from them. Now I suspect that they are going to release actually Super Saiyan Blue Shallot on the anniversary instead, but we will see. I would actually prefer Giblet on Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, because we are going to get Super Saiyan Blue Shallot anytime soon. So I really hope that we would get a new character instead of a new transformation, because a new free-to-play character actually, because I suspect that all of the story characters are going actually to be for free, because if they aren't for free, then there is a big problem here. They are story characters for a reason, my man, for a reason. So yeah, basically, I really hope that they are going to continue with the cutscenes and make them more frequent, actually. Give us them every other chapter, as I said before, or every other part, actually, or at least every third part. That would be really nice as well, because currently they are giving us like maybe every end of a chapter, actually they are giving us one cutscene. So I really hope that they are going to do it more frequently, and they would give us actually at least 2 or 3 cutscenes every part, or every chapter, because that is going actually to make the story much more intense and much more hype, which is going to make us actually enjoy it a lot more than what we are right now. And if they can actually make it more interesting as well, like the way they did with Zahha, it would be really amazing. But I can understand that part. Actually, it takes a lot of thinking and a lot of work in order to come up with things to happen, and with plans and with other things like that. So I can understand that they can't do that every single time or every single chapter, but still, if they can do it actually more frequently, it would be really awesome, and it will add to the story, and it will make it more interesting, which is going to also make us actually enjoy it much more. So basically, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know your opinion about the story and how they are going with it actually in the comments section below. Do you like the story or don't you like it? And what do you like the most about it? Even if you don't like it, there has to be something that you like the most about it. So let me know your opinion about that in the comments section below. And with that being said, that was everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Dragon Ball Legends.